get them off you ASAP, okay? Sounds good. Peace, peace.
You done, Patar?
Yeah, call center's finished.
Okay. Because we are on your time. You let me know. You know what I mean? If you got
Yeah. I
if you got another
appreciate that
five
you guys are
calls
on my
to
time.
exactly, if you got another 5 calls to answer, by
I
all means,
mean,
me and Nino will sit
boys,
here.
who are we kidding? We're all phone people here. Your phone rings, my phone rings, your phone rings, my phone rings. Business people. That's why we're in this room, anyways.
Mm.
You're not wrong. Anyway,
Anyways, let's spill it for him on the table, Pigeon.
well, I mean, first off, you're still looking for basically the answer, right, for what you spoke about the other day, 2 days ago.
You could say that.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna be transparent with you, because I don't want you. I'm trying to put you. I'm trying to put myself in your shoes, because I want you to know everything before you make a commitment. Long story short, if we do invest in a house together, we already have a house in mind. There's a whole ecosystem that I'm building around it. Involves a lot of people. I'm not saying in the house. I'm just saying around the house and around the location.
Mm.
Long story short, I touched base on it, last week a bit, but I'm gonna be more transparent. Okay, we're building an operation that has many different variables tied to it. The beauty of the operation I'm building is all like-minded people that you wouldn't expect to be in a room together, and that's what I'm doing. With that being said, picture an organizational chart. You have a name on top, for example, Pigeon. Then next to it, you have for example, a cartel. Under the cartel, you have a bunch of individuals that are working with the weed operation. Next to that Pigeon, you have a gun operation. This, that. Next to Pigeon, then you have a name called Bob. Bob is doing the whole civ side of things. Making sure, money's being clean. This, that, this, that. On the civ side, for example, Nino, mechanic shop. This, that, this, that. That is basically what we're building, and we want to make that clear to you because this isn't just going to be a house that you invest in and, that's it. It is a whole thing that's being built.
Mm.
If I was in your shoes, to be honest with you, after hearing this, I probably wouldn't proceed because it might put, your vision in jeopardy here because I don't want you getting fucked, basically. That's basically
I'm
as
taking things
transparent.
as it goes, transparently. So no, not really. Unless you're telling me I need to be in a box.
In a box.
Well, in a box, right?
What I'm trying to say here is that there are a lot of variables attached to the house,
Mm.
and there's a
Understandable.
whole operation that I'm trying to build. And what's funny is we had a mechanic side of things. Like I
Mm.
said, I'm trying to build a thing where a lot of people can help out one another and operate in their own little niche, but ultimately all operating for the same kind of goal. Again, this is not gang related. This isn't anything to do with
Oh
gangs.
yeah,
This
yeah,
is
yeah.
a underground criminal network that I'm trying to build.
Mm.
And on the surface, there are there's the civ side. For example, I have a taxi company that is going to be getting made here soon. I have this, I have that. We have a whole raffle going on, business that we have to get proposed to the fucking mayor whenever that's going to be. And we wanted a mechanic shop as well. We had one. Not well, we never had one. We had a guy that was into mechanics, but he's no longer into that type of shit. So there is room for you. Now, again, hearing this, I want to know where your head's at, to be honest.
I
If I was
mean,
going into this, I thought, after hearing this probably wouldn't be your cup of tea. No pun intended, since we have been speaking about tea for the last 2 days. Anyway.
I think the biggest thing is if you are gonna invest, it's not just me and Pigeon. It's like it's the whole operation. We have this massive operation we're planning to build, and things will be separate in the future, but especially now, things kind of fall under one house.
okay.
That doesn't
I
mean there's about 900 keys given out. The keys are going to be very limited. Probably like only us three if
Yeah.
if we do proceed, because obviously you're gonna need access whenever you need it, right?
Right.
When it comes to the operation, it means more of a there's a lot of mouths to feed. That think of a roundabout, right? You have eight different roads leading to a roundabout. The roundabout
Mm.
is the operation. The operation, aka, is the house, and there's everybody that's linked with the house has their own little niche that's helping towards a thing. It's more like a helping hand thing. Now, if I'm being honest with you, Nino, if me and Patar had a house and a bench already, I would be 100% yes. Sure. Let's help Nino out. Give him access, this, that, let him do his thing. The fact that you're gonna, might put money up front, 100 fucking grand, it becomes a thing of I don't want this to be a business. For example, you put X amount in, so you have this amount of say. That's not kind of the model that I'm going for with the operation, right? There's no sort of hierarchy per se. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's
It's a
my only
round
issue.
table.
Exactly. And if your niche is mechanics and doing your thing, 100%, you do what you got to do, and we you help me to help you. That's the way I'm trying to do things here. But I want to be transparent with you because there's a lot of variables into the shit that we're trying to build, and I don't want you thinking, okay, it's just a house, just a bench, that's it. I'm putting everything on the table here. Well, to be honest with you, I've already told you everything.
I see
Long-term,
what you're trying to
yeah.
do here.
Exactly.
The first thing is I have a lot of interest in expanding down the line into other things.
Mhm.
Now, would I need to be concerned where my interests start to align in a certain direction and I'm dealing with but that's what I wanted to do.
No, I don't think like
Okay.
speaking blatantly. Is it more like
In terms of what exactly?
guns and stuff in the future, or what?
I don't really
Or
know if I'd be interested in weapons.
attachments, drugs?
Hasn't really piqued my interest just yet. I feel like that's something way down the line. So what I'm trying to say here is,
Mhm.
look, let's say we go in a house together on this, right? If let's say things started getting made there,
Mhm.
right? It would not be a huge. I like where you're going with this. Well, so first question would be, would I have to worry that my margins are thin right now? Mechanic work is fucking dog shit, just straight up. But I'm somehow keeping us afloat, and where the business is starting to make some money. Now, would I have to worry about someone comes in and yoinks a bunch of shit because they're like, oh, I really needed this. Nino's not gonna have a problem. Now all of a sudden I got 3 mechanics that are out. Parts that they
Absolutely
were
not.
promised.
I think it'd
Okay.
be. I say like you have materials in there. Those materials are yours. You know,
Okay.
Yeah.
like I don't. I think that when it comes to materials and shit like that, unless you've given us permission or I've given you permission or etc., it should never be a case of I'm yoinking your materials. You know.
Okay.
When it comes to the bench itself, I mean, me and Patar's goal, my main thing is guns. Okay, that's all I care about, to be honest with you. And when doing so, rather than me, getting a house and a bench just for guns, I built this whole kind of ecosystem, and I wanted many people included. That's why I got the Colombian cartel operation with their weed shit going on, and then I want the
Would
Civ
you want to
side,
be
which,
drying in the house?
so here's the thing. The goal, the long goal here is not to have fucking one house under the fucking operation.
I agree. This is the first
5
thing, and then
houses.
we split it off.
Yeah, exactly. I want to have 5 houses. For example, one house drying the weed, one house holding the money, one house designed like a trap house where people do distro, this, that, this. That's the end goal.
Yeah.
I am down for this. I am down.
I'm not gonna lie. We were expecting you to say no
Why?
because we thought you were gonna like. We thought maybe too many moving parts to it. But I'm actually
I
surprised
don't
you
think
said
you
yes.
guys are idiots as long as you don't have daddies.
Yeah, no, there are no daddies. It's a
Like I
round
wouldn't.
table.
Is anyone else pulling your strings?
No.
No.
Then
This
I'm
is
interested.
more of a now. Okay, so here's another thing that I'm gonna say now. We are about to have Polito in fucking lockdown if everything goes to plan.
Full lockdown.
There are two other groups that are gonna be hopefully there. I know one is definitely gonna be there. We're trying to build it's more than a house. You got to have a whole fucking. You got to work with one another, right? And like-minded people is the main thing. That's why this operation, in my opinion, is gonna work because, I mean, I think we're all like fucking minded, and
Mhm.
the house. Not only is it going to be in Polito, it's going to be surrounded by other individuals, other groups that kind of share the same goal of looking out for one another, right? Because all it really does take is someone yoinking the key and fucking shit up. Now that can happen everywhere,
Mhm.
but
Yeah.
with these two groups that might be there, I feel like Polito is about to be in complete lockdown, and that is what you need when it comes to the kind of operation that me and Patar are trying to build. And you know, by all means, you fucking use the fucking bench for your mechanic shit. You do what you want at all times. Just and that's it. We ask for nothing. At the end of the day, my main goal here was to create something to help people, and we were missing like a mechanic side of things. I mean, here you fucking are. So
All right. I'm gonna be transparent. I have a lot of
Mhm.
interest in those computers.
Those computers. So we need those circuit boards piled up then.
As long as if you have interest in it, it becomes like a group decision.
Thanks.
Our house, we share those resources. I think the same would have to be said with the bench, right? If let's say you
Mhm.
got a gun blueprint tomorrow, you should be scratching my back and vice versa. I think that's something we should consider, right?
Hmm. I think the big thing with the bench is one day down the line, um, that will be its own house. You know, there
Agreed.
won't be no weed in there. There won't be any heroin. There won't be any meth. There won't be anything in there. It'll be purely a bench house.
I mean, listen, let's put it like this: if you agree to be a part of this operation with you, I mean, with your thing, I mean, everything's gonna be transparent. There's not gonna be any secrets here and there, because that's room for disaster. You know what I
I
mean?
Yeah.
agree.
More secrets, more like pussyfooting, more sidebars when without with people that are in the operation. That's when shit goes south.
I don't disagree. These two groups you've been referencing, uh you're saying that this is going to be a problem that infers that there is a deal already on the table.
What
What
do
do
you
they
mean by that?
want for this?
I
Oh
think
no,
it's just
absolutely
friendship,
nothing.
right?
It's
Yeah, it's
it's
just
it's the connections that I've had in the past with these with everyone really, and it just so happens that these people were looking to move up there too. So we kind of
Mm,
like had a little talk. We're like, okay, well, imagine having us there too, keeping it on lockdown. Then I got told last night another big group wants to go up there too, and I'm very close to them. So it's more of a they're not gonna like go in our house and do things and stuff. It's more of just the whole neighborhood is gonna be very secure. You know what I mean? And
okay.
honestly, yeah, I mean, probably my main goals is operation. Maybe houses do work together. Imagine having three houses straight off the fucking bat, all
Yeah,
working with one another.
I
That's
don't
the
disagree.
yeah.
main thing. Like, and I'm trying to build my own thing, which is again nothing to do with gang stuff. This isn't no politics, nothing. Everyone knows that when it comes to this operation, you don't bring your fucking, your gang shit in here. Okay. There are people in the operation, like one or two, that are part of gangs, but they understand that, that's gang stuff, and this is the kind of criminal underworld we're trying to build.
Yeah. We're trying to keep it zero politics, zero drama.
Okay.
I mean, I haven't even told you about the fucking weed side of things. It's crazy. On paper, this thing that we're building is crazy, to be honest.
Yeah.
All right.